I almost didn't go. Redford High School class of 1984. Our 40th class reunion was coming, and I had every excuse. Too busy, too far, too tired. But the truth, there was this little girl on the inside of me that was still afraid. Afraid she wouldn't fit in. Afraid she'd be invisible in a room full of memories that once made her feel small. And then came Eric Wright Sr. Eric didn't just say, "You should come." He said, "You are one of us." And in that moment, a deep wound, a wound from childhood trauma, from low self esteem, from never feeling like I belong, began to heal. See, there was this Disney moment that I didn't see coming. I went, and when I walked in, it felt like something out of a Disney classic. There was joy, there was laughter, there was music, there were legacy, there was love. I saw myself, really saw myself through the eyes of people who remembered me, not through the trauma lens or the skewed perspective of trauma. I danced, I laughed, I cried on the inside. I reclaimed something I didn't even know I had lost. See, this was marketing as a ministry and as a mirror. But let me tell you, the reunion didn't just happen. It was engineered by the strategic, intentional, and masterful mind of Coach Eric Wright Sr. and the amazing class committee members. From the email rollouts to the event branding, from the atmosphere to the follow ups, the reunion was a marketing masterpiece. He didn't just organize an event, he created an experience. And when it was over, Eric didn't just clock out, he went further. He took time with me after the music faded, and he helped me refine my brand, my message, and the ministry of marketing. He anchored me in the wisdom of Proverbs and reminded me marketing isn't manipulation, it's structure for your calling. He leaned in, and I'm eternally grateful. See, here's a few lessons from the trauma informed girl. She used to fear being seen, afraid her gift would be misunderstood. But Eric saw her, not just the brand, but the person behind it. The trauma informed girl thought she had to do it alone. But Eric reminded her that God sends helpers and strategy is holy. She no longer had to shrink. She no longer sells from a place of shame. She speaks, she serves, and now she markets with ministry on purpose. Eric reminded me marketing isn't manipulation, it's ministry. And then he took me deeper, deeper into the book of Proverbs, into the scripture, wisdom, and strategy of God. He showed me the message God placed in me. He said it was worthy of structure, of visibility, of strategy rooted in scripture. Our spiritual reflection comes from Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 22:29, it says, "Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings." 1 Corinthians 14:40, it says, "Let all things be done decently and in order." Marketing, when done in decency and order, is ministry. It brings visibility to the vision, it brings structure to the calling. Our call to action for today: ask yourself, where am I hiding my gift because I'm afraid of being seen? What would happen if I saw marketing as a sacred structure, not a selfish sale? If you're ready to recover from seeing life through a distorted trauma lens and walk in wholeness, consider trauma informed coaching or join the Kingdom Vault, the education tab, where we recover in all areas of life, including our relationships with ourselves. Check down in the description box for the links. I want to encourage you today. You don't have to do it all alone. God has already assigned people like Eric to walk with you. There is no shame in structure. There is no guilt in visibility. You were never meant to whisper forever. You were meant to broadcast the blessing. And in my closing affirmation, today I honor Coach Eric Wright, not just as a coach, but as a divine bridge in my healing, a marketing genius with a ministry heart, a man, a classmate who saw me, affirmed me, and then equipped me. Because of him, I showed up at the reunion as a maybe, but I left as a woman reawakened. And my voice, my comeback within, it found a microphone. And God turned up the volume. I no longer whisper my worth. I speak with holy confidence. I create with divine boldness. And I move without fear because I know who sent me. Marketing isn't manipulation, it's a megaphone for my ministry. We are recovering one breath at a time. Give yourself grace and stay fearless. Bye for now.